As the hallowed halls of power in Pretoria echo with the footsteps of newly elected leaders, a monumental reckoning looms. South Africa's economic fortress, once a beacon of resilience and promise, now teeters on the precipice of uncertainty, its foundations shaken by the seismic shifts of a tumultuous political landscape. The African National Congress (ANC), the very architects of South Africa's post-apartheid renaissance, has faced an unprecedented rebuke from the electorate. For the first time since their triumphant ascent to power in 1994, the ANC has failed to secure an outright majority, leaving them scrambling to forge alliances and navigate the treacherous waters of coalition governance. This political fracturing has cast a long shadow over the nation's economic prospects, as policy uncertainty looms like a specter, haunting the corridors of power. The new government, a patchwork quilt of disparate ideologies and agendas, must now confront the daunting task of charting a course through the turbulent economic seas that lie ahead. At the vanguard of this economic battle stands the South African Reserve Bank, SARB, a stalwart guardian of financial stability, whose decisive actions have been lauded by the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Through a resolute campaign of monetary policy tightening, the SARB has managed to wrestle consumer price growth back within its target range of 3% to 6%, a feat hailed as very welcome progress by the IMF spokeswoman, Julie Kozak. Yet, even as the SARB's well-aimed arrows have found their mark, the war against inflation rages on. The central bank's benchmark interest rate, perched at a lofty 8.25%, a 15-year zenith, serves as a stark reminder of the sacrifices required to tame the inflationary beast. And while the recent moderation of price pressures offers a glimmer of hope, the SARB remains steadfast in its pursuit of returning inflation to the midpoint of its target range, a sacred talisman against the insidious erosion of economic stability. But the path forward is not without its treacherous pitfalls. The new government, born of the ashes of the ANC's electoral setback, must navigate a minefield of economic challenges, each more daunting than the last. The clarion call from the IMF is clear. An ambitious structural reform agenda must be pursued with unwavering resolve, a Herculean task that demands the dismantling of the very bottlenecks that have stifled growth for far too long. Moreover, the specter of public debt looms large, casting its ominous shadow over the nation's financial future. The IMF's directives are unequivocal: a fiscal consolidation, a surgical excision of profligacy, must be undertaken to set the nation's debt on a sustained downward trajectory, lest it become an albatross around the neck of future generations. As the nation stands at this economic crossroads, the weight of history bears down upon its leaders. The decisions they make, the bold strokes of policy they unleash, will echo through the annals of time, shaping the fortunes of millions and determining whether South Africa's economic fortress remains a bastion of strength or crumbles under the weight of its own contradictions. In this crucible of consequence, the world watches with bated breath, for the fate of South Africa's economy is inextricably woven into the tapestry of global prosperity. The choices made today will reverberate far beyond the nation's borders, a stark reminder that in an interconnected world, no nation is an island unto itself. As the sun sets on the old order and a new dawn breaks over the rainbow nation, one truth remains inviolable: the path ahead is fraught with peril, but also pregnant with promise. It is a gauntlet that demands courage, wisdom, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. For in the crucible of adversity, the true metal of leadership is forged, and the enduring legacies of nations are written.